Well, tonight, fresh revelations from the Auditor General before National Assembly's Parliament Public Accounts Committee has painted a grim reality of the government's eCitizen platform. The platform that was meant to streamline government payment services is now emerging as a bottomless sinkhole where billions of shillings seem to vanish without a trace. From unauthorized revenue diversion to irregular payments, the integrity of the digital system cannot be guaranteed. NTV senior reporter Ibrahim Karanja brings us the shocking eCitizen heist.
They still have to.
Towards the end of the year 2022, President William Ruto's administration introduced the 22222 pay bill number through a gazette notice. This was to be the official channel for all government payments. The idea was aimed at centralizing transactions, sealing existing loopholes and fighting corruption. But by November 2024, what started as a policy shift had turned into a presidential ultimatum.
They have 1 week to comply. Otherwise, they know what to do.
250 days after this presidential ultimatum, and months after all government agencies had migrated to the platform, the Auditor General has emerged with damning revelations. In a report on a special audit of government digital payments platform eCitizen, currently before the Public Accounts Committee of the National Assembly, the Auditor General has flagged a series of inconsistencies in settlement reports. For instance, settlement reports for the Tourism Fund generated from the platform for the period ending June 30th, 2024 was in excess of 2.23 billion shillings, which was due, whereas the settlement collations totaled to 1.72 billion shillings, leaving more than 515 million shillings. The report further highlights irregular payments for the support and maintenance contract of the system, where a company named as Electronic Citizen Solutions Limited, which is not part of the contract between the ICT Authority and Webmasters Kenya Limited and PesaFlow Limited, was paid more than 492 million shillings and more than 414,000 in US dollars for the maintenance. The Auditor General has further termed as irregular the payment of 142 million shillings and 414,000 US dollars for gateway services. The auditor says that the government should not pay for use of its own platforms. A bank account named PesaFlow, which had up to the point of this audit not been listed by the Treasury as one of the approved collection accounts, was found to have collected receipts of 68.7 million Kenyan shillings and 48,000 US dollars. This means that the PesaFlow account was irregularly used to collect government monies.
Add also this
On January 25th, 2024, there were also 4 unauthorized transfers from the M-Pesa pay bill 22222 to private accounts. The 4 transactions amounted to more than 127 million shillings.
For the 2 private entities that had been paid 127 million was under Wandabo Associates Limited, 63 million, and Gold Rock Capital Limited, also 63.
The convenience fee has also been flagged as a cash cow, whereas the Gazette notice required a nominal administrative fee be charged per transaction, which was to be a prorated percentage of the amounts paid. The National Treasury did not establish a prorating band, leaving the convenience fee to 50 Kenyan shillings or $1 US per transaction. As a result, 1.8 billion Kenya shillings and more than 3,300 US dollars were irregularly collected.
This is a record of a monumental scandal. This is total fraud. And we will not be going anywhere if we don't get to the bottom of it. And the PSS will not help us. We want to know who's behind these companies.
You know, these days people are not stealing from banks using guns. They are still using these systems. We need the CS for Interior here. We need the CS for Treasury here, the CS for ICT, together with their PSs there, so that we can be able to interrogate this report.
Bring out the people who have manufactured this fraud, because it's a fraud, are not mentioned.
There was also an overcharge amount of over 30 million Kenya shillings and 319 million Kenya shillings for collections made through the previous payment gateway and the new payment gateway respectively.
Whatever we are doing in this platform is either we don't know what we are doing or we are just beating around the bush.
Ibrahim Karanja, NTV.